everybody, Rebecca here. We are going to take a look at my June budget plan for this month. I know we're already about a week into June, so I'm a little bit late getting this uploaded. Apologies. I've already done some spending for the month and that's reflected in the budget, but let's just jump in and see how June is shaping up. All right, here is my June budget. As always, I have my income sources blocked out for privacy, but I do show totals at the bottom. And for June, I'm expecting to bring in about $3,700. That's actually a little bit less than what I usually bring in, but we're going on vacation for a week this month, so that means that for that week I get a smaller paycheck since I am paid at my base rate of pay and I don't get my third shift differential included. So looking at my usual bills and spending for the month, you may notice that there is no house payment up here for June. I am in the process of refinancing my mortgage and I just got an email from my mortgage refinancer. I asked if I needed to pay my mortgage payment due July 1st and she said no, not to worry about that. And that's really a good thing because up until that email, I was actually operating in the red for June. I was a few $100s short and I was gonna have to figure out how to make that up. And now that I don't have to worry about the mortgage payment, that takes care of that. So the first bill listed for June is my power bill, Duke Energy. That's $160 I've budgeted for. Water bill, budgeted $60. That has already come in at $59.47, so a little bit under there. Being that we're a week into June now, I have already done some spending. I'm a little late getting this budget preview out for sure. Next is the internet. That'll be $110.68. This column over here is just basically notes for me. Ultimately, I put the date that I pay each bill over here, and this is just a reminder for me that the internet bill comes out on the 12th. Next is gym. I'm a member of Planet Fitness. I don't know if they're going to reopen this month or not, but I left my usual monthly payment in there just in case they do. That's $23.60. If that comes out of my account, it'll come out on the 17th. Next is gas for my car. I budgeted $100. I have already spent $36.91 for gas this month. Next is groceries. I spent $113.59 getting some groceries in preparation for this detox thing that I'm going to do starting later this month. Next is the home appraisal. I needed to get a home appraisal done for the mortgage refinance. I thought that they were going to charge me for that last month, but they never did, so I just put it into the budget for this month, and that should be $475 coming out sometime this month. Next is car insurance. I got charged on the 1st for 6 months worth of my car insurance, $300.70. Next is Rollo boarding, and he's also getting his annual doggy stuff done while he is getting boarded at the vet while we're on vacation. And I am also going to pick up another year's worth of heartworm and flea meds for him. So I'm expecting that to be about $500. I'm not sure exactly how much that's going to be. I'll find out whenever I drop them off to board when we go on vacation. Next is Farm Bureau renewal fee. They charge $25 annually to be a Farm Bureau member. That's who I have our home insurance through. So at some point I'll get a bill for $25 from them. Next, Upscale Aquatics, y'all. The saga of my fish tank. I guess it was a little bit of karma for being so impulsive buying that fish tank, but I decided that I was going to try to save a little bit of money and get a cheaper tank heater, and that ended up coming back to bite me in the butt in a huge way. Don't buy cheap heaters for your tanks, y'all, if you happen to be in the aquarium hobby. What happened was the tank heater got stuck on, and I didn't realize that there was a problem with the temperature of the tank until my husband started noticing I had some dead fish in there. So we got to looking, and the temperature of the tank was at 100 degrees, which ideally a tropical tank you should have around maybe 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, the fish were getting cooked alive, and I lost some fish because I tried to use a cheap heater. So Had to go all the way back to Upscale Aquatics, which is about an hour and a half from my house, to get a good tank heater, and I also bought a few fish to replace the ones that were lost. So spent another $141.40 at Upscale Aquatics. Should have just got a good heater in the first place. Hard lesson learned there. Next is Amazon. That is just a charge for, actually for this computer. I needed to get an adapter so that I can use these Thunder ports on the MacBook. I don't have anything that will fit into this MacBook except for the charger. So I need to get an adapter so that I can put a regular USB connect to it. I can put my phone for some reason if I would need to. It's got a multiple adapter thing for MacBook, so I can put SD cards in there if I decide to later upgrade my YouTube equipment and get me a camera, which I might do one of these days. Yeah, I'll have an adapter that will allow me to connect multiple different things to this MacBook. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but my husband wants to know what I'm doing. I just got a text message and it popped in on my screen. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but he's asking me what I'm doing. Clearly, I'm YouTubing. Okay, so for totals, bills, and spending for June, I expected to spend about $1,868 for the month. I have already had a couple of unbudgeted for things come up. So we'll see what the totals end up being at the end of the month, but so far I have already spent about $670. Next, we'll look at my debt section here. I have a third debt now because I have to make payments to that holistic doctor I am seeing. But as usual, I have my student loans at top, and my payment this month is going to be $477.82. My other debt is my car payment. That's always $386. And this holistic doctor, if I make this $470 payment every month, I will have the almost $5,700 that I have left to pay paid off during the 12 months that I have to do it for the interest-free promotion. I could have chosen to make my minimum payment, which was about $300, but I'm definitely going to pay this off while I have the interest-free promotion, if not sooner than the 12 months. But for this month, because things are a little bit tight, I just made the $470 payment. That brings us down to the investing and fire tracking section of the budget. And as usual, I am going to do $25 every Monday into my M1 taxable investing account. So that'll be $125 for June. I haven't actually put the $125 in there yet, but I leave this here because it automatically comes out of my checking account. That account currently is at $950. So hopefully it'll go over $1,000 this month if the markets continue this upward trend that they're on. Next is my Roth IRA. I'm not budgeting to put anything in there this month. That account is currently around $71.50. Next is my Betterment savings account. If I have anything left over at the end of the month, then I will put it in this account. Currently, if y'all just look down, you can see I do have a little bit left over now that I don't have to make that mortgage payment for next month. So we'll see at the end of the month how much I have, and what extra I have I'll throw into that savings account to get it built back up. I would like to get this savings account built back up to $3,000 to $5,000 before I start aggressively paying the holistic doctor debt that I have. Right now on that account, I've only got about $300, so we've got a ways to go to get that up to a minimum of $3,000. Next is another cash savings account that I have at a local credit union. I'll just earn a couple cents interest at some point this month, so I accounted for that there. Lastly is my retirement account at work, my 403B. I expect that I'll put in about $850 this month, and my work should match about $230. So in total, I should save and invest around $1,200 this month, maybe a few hundred more if I have some extra left over come the end of the month. I know it's got my savings rate over here, but you really can't pay attention to that right now because I haven't gotten all of my income and stuff in for the month yet. This will change as I fill in all of the spaces for the budget this month. And my MFI yet number, this is based off of this number right here, a total of all of my investing and savings accounts. My goal to reach financial independence is to get to $1.2 million saved or invested, and right now I am 5.82% of the way there. All right, guys, that should wrap up how June looks for me. I am gonna go ahead and try and edit this video on the MacBook and get it scheduled to upload, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks y'all for watching if you've made it all the way to the end, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.